Okay, so my favourite form of communication is good old-fashioned verbal, face-to-face, seeing each other communication. And that's because I feel that with other types of communication, which are very popular nowadays, like text messaging, email, you can't really pick up a lot of what people are saying in their body language and their tone of voice and that sort of thing. I think that those aspects of communication are really important, and you can only really get that from being with somebody. Yeah. And next, a good experience with communication. Okay. A good experience with communication I've had. Well, I have good experiences every day, really, in my job. I'm a medical student, which means that every day I work with patients, and through communicating with them appropriately and picking up on the cues that they have in their body language and tone of voice, you can sort of understand what a patient really wants. And that might not be so clear in what they're saying verbally, but through body language, you can sort of pick up when they've got hidden needs. A bad experience of communication I've had, bad experience, was when I was a teenager and I was dumped by email. Now that's just rude. Who dumps somebody by email? I think that email, text messaging, all that sort of stuff is really impersonal, and I think that if you're going to have any kind of important communication, anything that's significant, you really should do it at least over the phone or in person. So how has communication changed over the past 10 years? I think you can probably tell by now that I'm quite old-fashioned when it comes to communication, and I think that it's actually deteriorated over the past 10 years. But with Facebook and Twitter, where people are constantly updating their statuses online, you know what everybody's doing all the time, and so you don't really feel the need to give somebody a call or meet up with somebody for a coffee, because you can see on their Facebook status, oh, that's what they're up to. So I think that it's deteriorated. In 10 years' time, how communication is going to change? I hope that over the next 10 years things will get better, and with new kind of improvements in technology like Skype and video calling, as those things become more popular, people will be able to actually see each other, and even though it might not be in person, you can still sort of pick up on people's body languages and their facial expressions and that sort of thing through Skype. I know that with my brother living in America, without Skype and being able to see him, I think I would miss him a lot more, because yeah, I just like that kind of visual contact alongside the verbal.